Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of React and Redux. React, as you might know, is a powerful JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It's renowned for its component-based architecture, which allows developers to create reusable UI components. This makes building complex interfaces a lot more manageable.
That's interesting. So when you say component-based, does that mean each part of the UI is like a little building block?
Exactly. You can think of it like Lego blocks. Each component is a piece that can be assembled to build a larger structure. What's really cool is how React handles data changes. It uses something called the virtual DOM, which is a lightweight copy of the actual DOM. This allows React to update only the parts of the UI that have changed, rather than reloading the entire page.
Oh, I see. So it's like having a blueprint that lets you make changes without tearing down the whole building. But what about React hooks? I've heard they're quite important.
Great question. React hooks are functions that let you use state and other React features in functional components. They were introduced to simplify the way we manage state and side effects. For example, the useState hook allows you to add state to a functional component, while useEffect lets you perform side effects like data fetching.
Got it. So hooks make it easier to manage state without needing class components. But how does Redux fit into all of this?
Redux is a state management library that complements React by centralizing application state. It ensures that data flows in a predictable manner, which is crucial for debugging and maintaining large applications. Imagine Redux as a single source of truth for your app state, stored in a single JavaScript object.
So it's like having a central command center for all the data in your app. That sounds really efficient. But why would you use Redux with React specifically?
Using Redux with React is especially beneficial for applications with complex state logic. Redux helps manage state across different components, making it easier to maintain and test. It also provides powerful developer tools for tracking state changes, which is a huge plus when debugging.
That makes sense. So React handles the UI and Redux takes care of the state management. It's like having a well-oiled machine where each part knows its role.
Precisely. Together, React and Redux form a robust framework for building scalable and maintainable web applications. It's no wonder they're so popular in the development community. Now that we've laid the groundwork with React and Redux, let's shift gears to mastering React interview questions. It's crucial for developers to be well-versed in these topics, as they demonstrate a deep understanding of key concepts like React hooks, the component lifecycle, and state management.
Absolutely, and I imagine that being able to articulate these concepts clearly can really set you apart in an interview setting. But why are React hooks such a big deal?
React hooks are a game changer because they allow developers to use state and other React features without writing class components. For instance, the useState hook lets you add state to functional components, making your code cleaner and more intuitive. Then there's useEffect, which is used for handling side effects like data fetching or DOM manipulation.
So useState is like giving a function its own little memory, and useEffect is like setting up a to-do list for when the component updates or mounts.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. Hooks simplify the way we manage state and side effects, which is why they're a hot topic in interviews. Another concept that often comes up is the key prop in React lists.
I've heard about the key prop. Isn't it used to help React identify which items have changed, been added, or removed?
Yes, the key prop is essential for maintaining efficient rendering. It helps React optimize updates by identifying which elements need to be re-rendered. Without unique keys, React might end up re-rendering more than necessary, which can affect performance.
That makes sense. It's like having a unique identifier for each item so React knows exactly what to update. What about conditional rendering? How does that fit into the picture?
Conditional rendering is a technique used to display components or elements based on certain conditions. You can use if-else statements or ternary operators to decide what gets rendered. This is crucial for creating dynamic and interactive user interfaces.
So it's like having a decision-making process for what the user sees. If a condition is met, show this. If not, show something else. That's pretty powerful for building responsive apps.
Exactly. Mastering these concepts not only helps you in interviews, but also makes you a more proficient React developer. Understanding how to effectively use hooks, manage state, and optimize rendering can significantly improve your application's performance and user experience.